What's good? What's good, everybody? Hi, what's good? I'm Andre, and today we're going to break down these two trades that I'm going to take for the upcoming week and the reason behind these two trades. First pair is GBP NZD, and pretty much we're going to start on the monthly time frame. I'm a swing trader. We can see that the recent price actions. We see the monthly time frame has broken in historical resistance level right here. You can see when we are above, we're buying, when we're below, we're selling. And we can see that this blue candle has pierced through this resistance. And what we're having right now with this red candle is a retest. So a break and retest is something that's like um, like this. Uh, my apologies. So it's resistance, so resistance, resistance, resistance. So fail to break each time. Then we'll finally break resistance, resistance, resistance. Then resistance, flip it around and turn into support. Then when we break it, then we just look for a quick retest, 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 and then to the upside. So that is support and resistance. So this right here, so all this here right here, so would be resistance, and all of this on top will be support. So that's what's happening right here. So we'll go to the weekly time frame now. We can see that we are bullish. The weekly time frame is bullish. We have higher high, higher low, and all of this right here, so structure right here, so all of this right here, so is just structures. Let's show you all of this right here, so is just structure. This is the last low right here, so this low right here, so is the last low. This right here says the last high. Anything in between is just structure. Anything in between is structure. So until we pierce below this level right here, so we are bearish, and if we pierce below this high right here, so then the trend continue into an uptrend, a bullish trend, and that's what exactly happened right here. So we have a breakthrough of this level right here, and all of this to have a breakthrough, all of this level right here, so breakthrough it right here. So pretty much we are bearish, we are bullish. My apologies. So we have two time frame in sync, the monthly and the weekly time frame. So we'll go down to the daily time frame, and it doesn't get any cleaner than that. We can see that price action is already in sync with the two big boys, the weekly and the monthly time frame. We can also see that the last high that we created was this high right here. So we created, this is the last high we created, and we create an equal high, some sort of a double top, just to form the correction to get this retest on this structure of this area of interest for continue to take the trade to the upside. So I will be waiting on this. Let's go down on a smaller time frame to see. Oh, let's go to the 4 hour time frame. You can see that we're already getting some built up of some accumulations right here, so because we're reaching the area of interest right here, so we are reaching the my my apologies, guys. In here is just so hot, and this right here, this structure right here, so is the last main structure. This structure right here, so is the last main structure before we came down and then have the breakout. So we are just doing exactly what we did right here, so right here, so and right here, so we're just doing basically the same thing. We're pushing up and making a correction, but it's just slightly different because the correction is just bigger than the previous one. This current correction or pullback is bigger than the previous one, and that makes sense because it's the big boy time pullback. It's the pullback based on the monthly and the weekly time frame. That's why we have such a drastic move on the small time frame here. But don't worry, the trend is still in contact. And I can tell you why I say that, because when you go to the 2 hour time frame and you see we'll have this high right here, so I will have this low right here, so and we'll just go back on the 1 hour time frame and we see this high and this low. What we're looking for is a shift of structure, telling we that the bearish sentiment is over. There is no many bearish or sellers in the market, I should say. Buyers are taking control of the market day by day, little by little. So that's all we wait for, and we did get the shift of structure right here. We can see after we make this push, this drop, I will make a correction, a small correction. We can see that we have this push down, but what we can see is this push leg, this leg right here. So let's make it more. Let's make it more so you can see it more better. This leg right here, so didn't quite break the previous leg. You see it? It didn't quite make a low lower than the previous low. And what do we see after that is a break of the eye. It's break its own eye, showing us shift of structure that we ain't going um bearish anymore, that the bearish sentiment is over. And I didn't necessarily want to take the trade because it was a Friday. If you look down, I get my entry signal and engulfing bullish, but I get it at the end of the week on a Friday, and I didn't want to rush the trade or risk the trade because we get, look what we get after. We still get the correction, meaning that price action, it's not ready to just move off. It's just we're still in that correction mode. And I think, and it's an high probability, if we do have this break, it's like, oh, I have this already lined out as well. If we do have this next break, but let's just move this. If we do have this breakout, and you see how perfect it's line up, you see how perfect it line up with this uptrend, this trend line, and we do have the next stop on the trend line. This would be with entry on the next stop when we break out at this and we stops above this level. That would be our next. And that's obviously there's a lot more go down into this in the psychology, but I'm just making it more simple. Why the reasoning behind the trade, why I'm taking it bearish, and why I'm going bearish with the trade. And also I have a next pair as well, NZD CHF. You can clearly see, let's go on the monthly time frame. You can clearly see that this monthly time frame is bearish, and I don't necessarily focus on this. Let's I don't necessarily focus anywhere right here, so I don't focus on that. I focus more on recent price actions, like my apologies, like the last 2 years. I focus on the last 2 years, from 2025, from 2025 go all the way back to 2023 and 2022. So that's the most price action I will look at to get a more overall view on the monthly time frame. And we can see that the My apologies. Let's just get this more smaller. Let's just get this a bit more smaller. We can see that the monthly is bearish. We can see it low, low. We are printing lows as we go down. You can see that this trend right here so is on a down trajectory. You can see, let's connect these dots. You can see that we are on a down trajectory. You can see that the trend is bearish going down. So we'll go to the weekly time frame also, and the weekly time frame is also bearish. We can see this big massive red engulfing bearish candlestick. It's engulfing all of these price action right here. So pretty much all we need to just look for, like you see I'm looking for, I already have it, showing me that weekly, daily, 4 hour are in sync, and what I'm looking for is just, you can see I get a little stopped out on this trade right here, so but a little wick out, like you can just see, like it's just wick, it's just a wick, like just nothing, literally nothing, literally just one pip out the market, literally. But that's okay, because our next area of interest is this structure point where we already see it accumulate and having this pause, or just this, we're having this stop right here, so we just stagnant right here, so we're not moving in a trending market. But that's understandable because we're having this correction, because what we're having right now is the correction of this drop. After we get this big push to the downside, we're going to have a correction coming back up to this structure right here, so meeting these structures right here, so and that is what happened. We'll drop, make the dump, then we'll have the correction to right here, so and then you see a chart pattern, candlestick pattern print showing that the trend, the downtrend, is still in contact, because I told you that the look at the trend, it's bearish. Keep in mind that the trend is bearish, so we're only looking for sell opportunities because the trend is bearish. We know where it's going, and I always hear the trend is a friend and the trend is a friend for real. There's no point it go against the trend. And what we can see printing right here so is the famous double top, and we can see it's on a 4 hour time frame, a very strong confirmation, but it's not technically a complete double top until we get this breakout. You see I already draw it out on the chart right here, so what I'm looking for, I'm looking for a break at this neckline, this structure here. Let's show you, this structure right here, so I'm looking for a break at this structure right here, so when we get this break, you see, when we are above, we're selling. When we are below, when we are above, I should say, we're buying. When we're below, we're selling. When we're below, we're selling. And if we can go on and go on and on, you can see that when we are above, we're buying. So what we're going to looking for, or just waiting for, is the market to just create this leg, and it's going to look something like this. This leg, this leg, and the 4 hour are gonna turn bearish, because the 4 hour is still bullish, technically still bullish. This is the high, this is the low, this is the high, this is the low. We just make a equal high, but we can just, let's always stop right here, so we can stop right here, so and just stop, and just continue go up like that, continue go up, and though continue going down. That's why we wait for confirmation telling we that the uptrend is over, and the confirmation that I will be looking for is just a simple shift of structure. Because let's get the text. This is technically, my apologies, this is technically a higher high. This is technically a higher high. And the low, where is the low? The higher low is right here. The higher low is right here. So right here the higher low is. And what's going to happen is, if we get this break, then this higher low, this higher high I should say, became higher, it became a lower high. It going to become a lower high. And this right here, so this is not going to be the latest low, because if the market do, and it can be a good possibility, will break this structure right here, so then this is going to be the low, and this not going to be a higher low. It's going to change to a lower low. It's going to change to a lower low. And then we have this lower high right here. So then what we're going to wait for is the retest of the neckline and structures. After we get the break shift of structures, we're still going to wait, because what swing trading is consist of is just patience, just waiting for our setup, and what we set up to do just playing out. We're just waiting for that. And what's going to happen, we're going to wait for this structure right here, so we can have with stop loss above this level right here. So get a 20 pip stop. 20 pip stops is okay, because the 4 will go, as long as the 4 will go bearish, it will confirm that the 2 hour, the 1 hour, and also the 30 minute and the lower time frame is gone bearish also. So what we're going to do is go back on the weekly time frame, because we're actually working with the weekly time frame. We're gonna set a stop loss right here, so but we take profit is going to be at this structurally right here. So we're going to get a structure, because let's show you why I said I'm going to. Let's get this, and then hit this, and you can see this leg on the 61%. You can see it's lined up perfectly with the 61% candle. Just my apology, the 61% retracement. The candlestick is going to line up with the 61% retracement, and not every time it do line up perfectly. Sometimes it just do came at the 27 extension and do reverse. Like we can have a example of it right here. So we'll have this massive sell-off, we do reject, come up, close right here, so and have a complete reversal. But if we do even get that, our profits will be made by then, because if we do look at this week, where this week came, and my apologies, and go to right here, so you can see that it's actually lined up perfectly with that week right here. So you know that if anything happened and we do even came back down there, so that's no problem. That's no problem. And those are actually the two pairs I'm interested for the upcoming week, and it's going to be a good week, I hope. And this pair actually, I was I was actually doing some market analysis to see why I lose this pair, and what happened right here, so was just news. Actually, it was a good, I would actually take this 100 times. It was just news, actually, just this blue candle right here. Let's move this out the way and delete it. This blue candle right here, sir, was just news. All of this was just news and fake me out because we take it right here, sir. We take it right here, sir. Again, I would take it again. So leave a like and subscribe. Share your thoughts below. Thank you.